welcome back to Lucid Trading. I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. And this is going to be the first trading day of the current week. I say this almost every single time on the Monday because it is necessary just to, kind of keep that in mind, right? First trading day of the current week. We've got 5 days ahead of us. And last week was an absolutely amazing week for the stocks that we covered, the growth stocks, the tech stocks, high multiple, high risk stocks. And so the title of this current live stream, obviously you've probably already seen it, is Tesla stock ready to skyrocket even further, and stocks are going to be topping out right now. And I'm going to be explaining why that is the case. But before we do, guys, make sure you hit that like button, smash that like button. It really does help the channel. It helps the live stream a lot. You really do have a big influence on the channel. So smash that like button. Let's get that going. Good morning to everybody. Welcome back. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Let me just give a shout out to everybody out there. Welcome back to Mariel, Sam, Dara, Fwan, Afra, Steven, Yopity. If you want me to give you a shout out, just say something in the live chat. Waka Waka, Christina, Alex, J-Max, Luna, Joel, Rocky. And where are my moderators at? Guys, hit me up in the live chat. Rocky, Mohammed, let's see, Tanisha, Rana, Damson, Carol, Randy, Lid, Vincent, Gerardo, Jazdev. Alright, let's go. It is the birthday of Elon Musk today. It is the birthday. Happy birthday to Elon Musk, bringing us to attendees for, I think he became 52 or 50. I've no idea actually. it's in the 50s, the lower 50s. All right. Okay, so let's take a look here at the chart. Last week I said Nasdaq could fall, stocks could fall this week. It could be a little bit bearish at the beginning of the week, and there's a good reason for that. We are heading into a new month, the month of July. CPI report is going to be coming out on the 13th of July. We still have a couple weeks left, but usually a couple weeks prior to the CPI report, you see stocks kind of go flat and then slightly go down. And I think that is exactly what's going to be happening here. So my expectation is that we're going to watch stocks slowly come back down prior to that CPI report. And hopefully, we're gonna see stocks hold up. Like we won't see this massive sell-off. I think this is very, very likely that stocks are gonna hold up quite nicely. I'm seeing a lot of people say that CCIV is going up right now in the pre-market. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, CCIV is going up 4.8% over here. So it looks like it's already starting to jump. The MACD was going to cross on the daily chart, so that does make sense. Looking at the 4 hours, wow, it is going really darn fast. Up 4.8% right as we speak, sitting at 26.4. This could be the move to $28. I think it's very possible. I mean, this kind of momentum right now, but we'll see. It is still the pre-market. It's really, really good, but it's still the pre-market. We don't know what could happen next, right? It's the pre-market, low volume. When the market opens, we could see the indices actually slide down. That might have a big impact, so don't get your hopes up just yet. But yeah, it's sitting at 26.4 right now. Looking pretty nice. If you guys remember, I am shorting Virgin Galactic right now. And I've been shorting Virgin Galactic ever since it hit, I think it was $52. I started shorting at 52, 55, 60. Did it hit 61? Oh, it actually hit 61. That is interesting. And I'm actually doubling down on this short. I do think that Virgin Galactic is flying really high, no pun intended. I think Virgin Galactic is ready for a pullback, I would say very, very soon. I'm prepared to be doubling down, tripling down on Virgin Galactic going down here because I'm seeing, with their current cash burn rate and because of, interest rates actually going up. Maybe the 10 years going down today. That could be the case. Yeah, 10 years actually down today. But, last week the 10-year jumped like 2.3%. I do expect the 10-year to just keep on going up in the coming months. although it will not exactly skyrocket, but we'll see the 10-year go up, which basically means that borrowing becomes more expensive, especially for a company like Virgin Galactic, where they don't have any revenue. They have no revenue. They're burning a lot of cash. They need to be burning a lot of cash because, for research and development reasons and everything. And so you can see in Q1 2021, Virgin Galactic burned about $129 million. Now, if interest rates were to go up even further, I think that's really going to impact Virgin Galactic and many other stocks that have no revenue and are really dependent on just borrowing money or issuing more shares. Either way, if they borrow money at a higher price, higher rate, that's going to be bad for the stock price. If they don't do that and they issue new stock, that's going to be bad for the stock price. So I don't see how they're going to work around this. Maybe they would rapidly scale up now in the coming months, since they do have a license to, commute people to space. But I would say there's a higher likelihood that it's going to fall down. The only thing that could be positive here for Virgin Galactic is maybe they've got a high short interest, so it might short squeeze. I would not bet on that, right? So I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. I do think, lots of shorts got squeezed here. And I think we could see some proper downside on Virgin Galactic here. All right, okay, let's see. What do we see here in the chat? Good morning to everybody out there. Good morning. Welcome back. Hit the like button. It helps the channel a lot. Like I said previously, it really does. If you hit the like button, you are awesome. And the algorithm picks up on it and people get this live stream recommended, the people that are subscribed to the channel. So I would appreciate that. Let's get to 100 likes. I do think that is going to be possible here. So SoFi has a lockup expiration today, apparently. A lot of people saying that right now in the live chat. That is interesting. Let me take a look at that. Is that really the case? That is messed up. If that's the case, you're going to see SoFi. Yeah, there you go. Yep. I didn't know about the lockup period expiration here. Of course, I can't know everything about all the companies that we cover. We cover a lot of companies, right? But if it really has a lockup period expiration, it could sell downwards quite a bit further. Although it has sold off quite nicely here. Look at that. That's a 30% downturn. But my experience with lockup period expirations is that usually a lockup period expiration gets partially priced in, like prior to it happening, and then right after you'll see the insiders sell. So it's kind of oversold prior to the lockup period expiration. And then the actual lockup period expiration happens and you see some selling pressure that could last a couple weeks. Yes, I would say we're close to bottoming out, but I would not say that would be the definite bottom, because I do think insiders could be selling and it could get a little bit worse here. Maybe we have to just use the Fibonacci at this point. I mean, yeah, it's below this Fibonacci support at 18.5. That's 0.38. Damn, it looks pretty bad. It looks really bad. It doesn't seem like there's an end to this madness. It's also below the 20-day moving average on the daily chart. So, and it's just kind of, it's like a falling knife, right? But I do think it's gonna bottom out very soon. That's for sure. I think maybe around $17. That could make sense. So, yeah, I mean, if you kind of look at this optimistically, it just shot up to $25. It's now sitting at 18. I think what's going to happen here is going to use this previous top as support. So this zone right here, right in the $17. I'm going to say right around the 17.5. So maybe hit 17.5, bounce from that level, and then drop again. Because there's a lockup period expiration happening. We might see a spike because it was oversold, and then afterwards we see some insider selling. That's just a guess right now at this point. Maybe they don't sell anything, but I do think usually insiders do sell if there's a lockup period expiration for SoFi. LM coming in here with a €5 donation and says Lumen Technologies. Yeah, I think the last time I actually I've taken a look at this was quite a long time ago. So I think I'm going to take a look at Lumen Technologies in a moment. Give me one moment here. Lumen. See if we covered this. I think we did, right? I think I might have deleted the pattern. That's really sad. Lumen Technologies, communications, specialty telecommunications. And they've got their annual revenue, and they've got really high revenue, but it's just they're not exactly growing. Profits are also not exactly going up or anything like that. It's kind of neutral. Investment holding company which engaged in the provision of integrated communications to residential and business customers. All right. Well, how much did the stock go up? It's been kind of a little bit whack. Yeah, it's been descending downwards. It's kind of looking interesting here as we're seeing a higher high. It does look like it's going to pull back. I think we're going to see a pullback. For sure, we're going to see a pullback here. The question is going to be, where is it going to bottom out? I think the $12 should be reasonable for Lumen, for like a brief bottoming out kind of thing. $11 to $12 right here. Maybe we could draw a trend line. So kind of a drop initially and then another rally upwards. That would be that would make some sense here, given that we've seen really, really strong momentum as of late, just the past couple of months. It's been benefiting the company quite a bit, and I think the monthly is looking fine, not overbought at all. Yeah, so I think Lumen Technologies will probably keep on going up, although I think we saw it spike heavily recently, so just kind of pulling back, might go back to $12, and then afterwards we could see it go back to the 18 where it was previously. So that's a big resistance level. We've seen it actually top out there several times, so I'm looking at the $18. But of course, that's over the course of like 6 months, right? So keep that in mind. This is the weekly chart. Short term, I mean, I don't think it's looking that good, but I think, you know, we still have that catalyst for earnings, so it might actually hold up for then. But yeah, I'm quite bearish right now. Short term, I'm bearish on Lumen. Let me just briefly check out what's happening here. Guys, Tesla recalls FUD. It is a software update that is done remotely. Yeah, I think it's FUD. I think it's FUD. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that negativity is gonna have a big impact on Tesla at all. I think it's kind of messed up what's happening there, because it's like it's just in China where we see all that negative news primarily. I have a feeling that it's the government that is really against Tesla for some reason at this point. But that's just my hunch, right? I don't know if that's actually the case or not. I've not driven the Teslas in China, but it's just China that's really like cracking down on Tesla. Speaking of Tesla, it is sitting at 674 in the pre-market. That is just phenomenal. It's green. So despite all the negativity that we've seen, Tesla stock is actually in the green. Unbelievable, right? Like everybody on YouTube was talking about this. Oh, Tesla recalled 285,000 vehicles recalled, and even some big YouTubers starting to short Tesla. Like they're gonna get burned. Like you do not short Tesla stock, period. But you do not short Tesla stock prior to some really, really big catalysts, as it's way below the all-time high. That is just a death trap. You do not do that. It's not a smart move. I'm not going to be referring to anybody here, but there are some really huge YouTubers that are shorting Tesla stock right now. It does not make any sense. Yeah, I checked it out. I checked the stock out on YouTube. One moment. There we go. Well, Gara actually said if you short C3 at 150, you'll be burned. Oh gosh, why didn't I mute you yet? Jesus. Alright. Yeah, some people are really... If you're shorting Tesla right now, I'll be very, very careful. I'll be very, very careful right now. I think this is a bear trap. And I'll tell you why. So if we take a look at Tesla right now, it's not at the all-time high. It's actually way below that. It's still sitting, if we would just take that, it's still sitting 25% below the all-time high. Not only that, we have major big catalysts coming. Q2 deliveries is going to be Friday. So we have a catalyst on the short term. Earnings is going to be next month. So we have a catalyst in the longer term. So it could rally for Q2 deliveries, then it could rally for earnings. I don't know about you, but this is, to me, that's like, you don't do that. I think if you're going to short Tesla, this is not financial advice. The best time period to short Tesla is when it rallied after a catalyst. It's sitting at an all-time high, and there are no big catalysts in the short term. That's when you can probably short Tesla for like 10 or 20%. Right now, it is not. It doesn't look. And then if the technicals obviously also are looking good. Ricky hates this channel. I don't care what Ricky does. It's unbelievable. Why would you short Tesla at 670? I just don't get that. I really don't. China wants to discourage its people from buying Tesla to hurt USA, though to prop up their own EV car manufacturers. Right. That is the case. That is literally the case. Yeah, what can I say about this? I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's the biggest problem right now for Tesla. We're in the biggest market for EVs. They're kind of being bullied by the government there. And, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to go around that. I understand the bearish side of the aisle. I totally get it. Like, oh, they're having some trouble in China. Oh, we've got Volkswagen in Europe. But I think what people don't understand is that there are a lot of people out there that would rather... They would pay more for a Tesla than to buy a Ford or to buy any other car. That's how established Tesla's brand is. Tesla's brand is so incredibly established, they don't have to advertise. Like, it's mouth-to-mouth advertisement. Like, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So, yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize this. It's like, they are not even they barely advertising their vehicles, and they're selling all their production capacity. In fact, they have a backlog of vehicles that they want to deliver, but they can't because their production is limited. Like, that is really, really bullish. Oh well, the FUD is going to be there, right? So some people really don't like. I think a lot of YouTubers, a lot of big names out there, they could not sell their Tesla stock at $900. They failed to do so, and then the stock went down. And now, as Tesla's going back a slight amount, people are getting out because they're like, oh my gosh, I could have sold at that top. And now they have issues, so they want to find an excuse to feel good about the fact that they sold their Tesla stock, which is just... I don't get it, right? I don't get it. Like, several YouTubers that are long-term investors suddenly became short-term investors and sold their Tesla stock. It does not make sense. What does make sense right now is for you to hit that like button. We're about to hit 100 likes. I would appreciate that a lot. It really helps out the channel. It helps out the stream. So smash that like button. Let's get it going. Let's get everybody back to the live stream on this beautiful week in the stock market on the first day of this current week. Let's get the like count skyrocketing. I'm not going to refer to any specific ones, but I did see... I'm going to say one in particular. This big YouTuber I used to follow back in the day, his name is Ricky. Probably... I think 90% of people here know him. He started shorting Tesla stock, and I was like really confused as to like, why would you short Tesla stock right now? We've got Q2 deliveries coming up. We've got earnings coming up in a month from now, and it's not like Tesla stock is at an all-time high. And in fact, they've got AI Day coming up. So I just find that like why would you short Tesla stock right now? Just because it skyrocketed recently, like 10%, doesn't necessarily mean it's heavily overbought. It is not heavily overbought. The weekly chart is about to cross very soon. We're about to see momentum actually kick into Tesla stock. So I was really confused when I watched that video. I was like, what are you doing? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Although I could be wrong about this. You know, if the market really drops the coming 2 weeks, Tesla's probably going to drop. But right now, right as we speak, as we currently stand, I just don't get it. It's really confusing. One moment. And Ricky is actually one of the YouTubers I really like. Like, it's not like I have anything against him. It was just mind-boggling. I was like, what the hell? I would have expected him to actually do the opposite. I was like thinking, like, okay, you know a lot about stocks. You know about technical analysis. You've been doing this for a while. You're shorting Tesla stock? You're shorting... Wait, hold up. You're shorting Tesla stock. Do I hear that correctly? It's not at an all-time high. We didn't just recently have a big catalyst. The catalyst is coming up Friday. We have another catalyst coming up and another one. Like, what? Anyway. It really, really confusing. I don't know what to say about it, like, but that's all I wanted to say about that. It was the most shocking thing I've seen in the past couple weeks. It's like, what? What? This really big YouTuber that usually does know things about, you know, what's happening is suddenly starting to short. Hey, it's either I'm very wrong here and I'm about to get absolutely nailed by this stock, or he's wrong. And I really do think he's wrong. And I think several other YouTubers, I watched several other YouTubers channels. I think the best of us investors or the best of us traders also sold his whole Tesla stake. Stock Guru sold his Tesla stake at $540. Many big YouTubers sold their Tesla stake from $540 until about $600. Guess what? It's sitting at $670 right now. And it's starting to move even higher because we have got Q2 deliveries coming up. I don't know. It's really weird. Mazras coming in with a $3 donation and says, "What do you think of CCIV?" I'm very bullish on CCIV, of course. You know, we got the merger happening in about 3.5 weeks from now. So yeah, I think CCIV is still going to keep on moving. It's sitting at 26.4 right now. I think it's going to go to the 30s, possibly this week. Tesla, very bullish on Tesla, very bullish on NIO. I would say NIO would move sideways for now, but I think Tesla's going to be moving until Friday, or prior to Friday. We would probably see it top out. Usually it's like buy the rumor, sell the news, that kind of event. I would say I could still see Tesla go up to like the lower 700s. And if deliveries are really good, it's going to shoot above. So that's, if deliveries are really good, we're going to see it go to like 740, 750. And just breach just resistance completely. So that's my estimation on Tesla at the moment. If deliveries are okay, yeah, it's going to sell off back to like 650 or something. And then we get another rally, get it above $700 for earnings. That'll be really, really juicy. One moment. I think I didn't link the PayPal. Yeah, but if you donate on PayPal, I receive the full amount. On YouTube, they take 50%. So I would really appreciate it if you would donate on PayPal instead of YouTube. And I linked the PayPal down below. One moment. I'm going to have to edit some position. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I'm shorting Virgin Galactic right now. It's going pretty well. I don't know if you guys know this yet, but I've been shorting Virgin Galactic for quite some time now, for a couple days. I started shorting Virgin Galactic at the lower 50s. I started with like some really small amounts, you know, $50, $100. And then as Virgin Galactic was going up, I shorted, you know, at 55, at, you know, with $200, $500. And at the $60, I just went all in. I put $1,000 and another $1,000 at 60.5. It's now going down to 57.8. Overall, I'm green on my short position, but I'm planning to hold on to it for a bit longer. I do think we could see a massive drop. If I'm unlucky, we could see Richard Branson come out and make a statement like, "Hey, there's going to be a test flight 2 weeks from now." That would it would probably make the stock go up higher. It could go to $70 or $80. But I don't think that's going to happen right now. I think it's going to probably drop initially, and then on that drop, I'm going to buy back my shares. So if it were to just drop back to the 40s, the upper 40s, I would probably buy back all my stock and just take profits, because yeah, that would be the best moment to actually do that. So if it doesn't happen, I'll just hold on and I'll wait, because I don't think Virgin Galactic is going to stay at this price range for an extended time period. We'll see if I'm actually going to be right about this, but I'm quite confident this is going to be the case. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Do not listen to me. Don't do what I'm doing right now. Shorting is incredibly difficult, and it's really risky, especially shorting a stock like Virgin Galactic. Very, very risky. Don't follow me doing this, and don't follow me, period. Do your own due diligence. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. All right, we've got about 14 minutes left until the market is going to open up here, and it seems like the market is overall still pretty darn green. The Russell is now in the green. We see stocks kind of slightly green at the moment. The dollar is going flat, 10 years going down, which is good for the growth and tech stocks out there. Cryptos are slightly red, but we did see a jump yesterday with Bitcoin and Ethereum is still in the green. I actually want to add Cardano to the watch list. I think Cardano is an interesting cryptocurrency that we should be taking a look at. ADA, that's the ticker for that, ADA USD. Let's add it right here next to its buddy Ethereum. Cardano jumped to 1.3, right? That is interesting. Looks like Cardano is going to be crossing the MACD right here. So there is a good probability that Cardano is going to shoot up quite significantly. With shoot up quite significantly, I mean, we could see Cardano go back to the 1.5. So that is kind of what I'm looking at for Cardano. That is the most ugly arrow that I have ever drawn. There we go. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to briefly share the link to the live stream. All right. Okay, we got another donation from Masras. It is a $4 donation. Masras says, "Will CCIV drop before it takes off, or should you buy now?" I can't tell you to buy or to sell because I'm not a financial advisor. I won't tell you to buy or to sell anything. What I can tell you about CCIV right now, I think CCIV at the moment is looking pretty good. Even if it drops to 24, I still think it's going to go up higher. I think it's going to go to the 28, 29. So it's still sitting cheap, you know. I think anything below 30 is still doable for CCIV, given that there's going to be a lot more momentum coming in for the merger here, for the Lucid Motors merger. And it looks like it's about to spike. Yeah, pretty much. This is very similar to what we saw right here. It's like a great setup. We could see the initial head, maybe a shoulder right there. So I would say it's looking good at the moment. Yeah, keep in mind, right, it could fall to 25, maybe 24 very briefly. But over time, over the next coming days, over the next coming weeks, it's going to keep on going up and up and up and up because the momentum keeps on building, the hype keeps on building, and the only thing that could really stop CCIV right now is if they would either delay the merger, or if something just bad would happen with the company, or if the stock market would really slide down like 10 or 20%, that would really impact it. But right now, I just don't see that happening at the moment. So it is looking good. And let's see. We've got about 10 minutes left until the market opens up. Smash that like button. Let's get that going. Let's get to 150 likes right here, right now. And let me know in the live chat, which stocks would you like me to cover? And I'll cover your stocks. So hit me up in the live chat. Smash that like button. Let's get that algorithm going. Let's push this live stream out there. AMC is sitting at 54.8. It is still flat, guys. I think what we're going to be seeing with AMC is something very similar to what we saw with GME, which is, I don't know if you guys remember, but like GME spiked heavily, right? So it spiked to the 500s, and then afterwards it went down and it just went sideways, right? It never hit the 500 again. I think something quite similar to that might happen with AMC, as its market cap is just so incredibly bloated. We might just never really exceed the all-time high on AMC, given that the momentum over time is going to go down, right? It's going to keep on going down. Lots of shorts already covered in the lower, lots of shorts that were shorting at like $10 or $5. They've already covered a lot of shorts that are starting to short at like the upper levels, like 30, 40, 50, 60. They've been adding, and so it's going to take a long time for those to get squeezed, and I don't think they're going to get squeezed because fundamentally AMC is still incredibly bloated. Like the share price doesn't make a lot of sense at this point. So unless suddenly something really big would have to happen for AMC to squeeze further, like if a big hedge fund would decide to buy AMC stock at the current price, it would trigger like a massive short squeeze. No doubt about that. So like a big player would have to come in here, in my opinion. Let me check my Virgin Galactic short. Yeah, it's looking pretty darn good. One moment. All right, we got a lot of stocks here in the live chat. AAL, Apple, BNGO, Bitcoin, not exactly a stock, but you know, we could take a look at Bitcoin, no problem. Helion, PLTR, yeah, BNGO, Helion, PLTR. We'll take a look at all of these. What's happening to coin today? I think if anything, coin is going to go sideways. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a tissue and we'll cover some stocks. 1 second. All right. Yeah, Virgin Galactic was sitting at $61. It's now sitting at 57.8. But yeah, think about it. Why would you buy a company that was just a couple weeks ago was sitting at $14? Why would you buy it right now at 61 when they still have no revenue? They're still burning lots of cash, and it's becoming more and more expensive for them to be burning cash because of rates going up. I do understand the excitement, you know, they can now finally ferry people to space, you know, commute people to space. I just don't think it justifies this really large move that we saw from 14 all the way to 60. I think most of that is either partially a short squeeze, and then also, you know, partially it's hype, and you know the markets are really green, sitting at all-time highs. I just don't think it's justified. All right, let's see. BNGO PLTR, right? So BNGO, I was very bullish on it. I thought it was going to rally quite significantly until about $10. Yeah, we're still in that growth trajectory, right? So BNGO is a great company. They've got a great future ahead of them. So long as interest rates are low, right? So it's up 7% in the pre-market, as you know. I don't want to say as expected, because I thought, you know, in the coming months it would be very bullish, not necessarily the coming week. But still looking quite good here. Looks like we bottomed out around $7, which was that was something we did expect. The $7 to be bottoming. Anything could still happen here. It could still move sideways for a time. I think around earnings, you know, in August, end of July, we're gonna see some significant rally for BNGO. So that's kind of the area where I would say where it could be getting back to around $9 to about $10. So there's a lot of room left for BNGO. The fact that it didn't go all the way down to $1 is also really bullish. There are some stocks out there that went to like $20 and went back to $1. Like that is just really awful. But yeah, BNGO is holding up quite nicely on the 4-hour chart. Looks like we're going to probably see a spike to the $9 if this keeps going. Yeah, it's overall very bullish on BNGO. I think it's still looking good at the current price. We said Nano Dimension was going to drop and then spike, and it didn't exactly drop as much, but it's spiking right as we speak. Yeah, Nano Dimension is also in like a very similar position. It has a great future. So long as interest rates still don't spike too much, I think this company is going to do quite well down the road. So it's also sitting at, in my opinion, like rather cheap prices. This could, you know, it could easily go to $10, you know, back to $12, $13. That's kind of what I'm seeing for Nano Dimension over the coming month. And we have PLTR, right? So PLTR is a little bit more difficult. We said that PLTR might actually correct, and I still think it might actually happen. It's been flying quite high. It's at the upper end of the trend, and yeah, I think it's going to pull back to 26 in the coming days. After it hits like 27.5 or something, like in that range, right? So 27.5 could still be possible. And then correct back to around a support level, you know, which is around $26. And then after that move, I would expect another rally, and that would probably get it to the 30s. But for now, I'm looking at it hitting around 27.5, pulling back all the way to 26. There is a chance that we see a bullish catalyst for Palantir, which would be a potential contract that they get, and that they publish that in the news. If that happens, of course, Palantir is not going to go to 26. It's going to shoot quite high. I would say probably go above 30 at this point. So we have to look out for that. If we see Alexander Karp selling, yeah, it's going to drop to like 25. So two things that we really have to take care of, to be looking out for Palantir stock. Because Alexander Karp, like, he could be selling a boatload of Palantir, and the stock is not going to move for a good chunk of time, right? All right, we got about 2 minutes left. We just hit 150 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate that a lot. I don't think we can get to 200 likes, but we're going to try anyway. So smash that like button. We got 2 minutes left. Hit that like button right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that notification bell. We're live every single day before the market opens and before the market closes. Let's check the live chat here. PaySafe is going nuts. Longtime supporter. No one is talking about Novavax. Can you take a look at it? I have a big position. Look at Alibaba. It might be ready to break out. Alibaba's looking very good. PaySafe, I'm very, very bullish on PaySafe long term. And I want to take a look at Helion real quickly, because a lot of people wanted me to take a look at Helion. I was very bullish in Helion. I'm still very bullish in Helion. Price target of about $15. And yeah, I think it's going to go to $15 over the course of the next 3 weeks. So can't say much more about this. It's moving rather slowly. So very bullish in Helion. Only reason I'm bullish on them is because they actually have technology, right? So they've got that going for them. That was the same reasoning to be buying Microvision. They don't have a lot of revenue, but they have technology, so that's the advantage. I'm going to be taking a look at Tesla stock right as the market opens up. So let me delete all these lines and go to the 1 minute. And the market is about to open up, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get it going. And let me know which stock you are most excited about right before the market opens up. Let me know in the live chat. Market opens up any minute now. Oh boy. I really wonder how people are going to take... I really am wondering. How are people going to like the recall? And the market is open right as we speak. Let's go. Tesla's starting to move down slightly, sitting at 671, slightly in the negative. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense to see some negative pressure. Right, so that was the opening bell. Hope you guys like that. Oh, it's shooting 672. Interesting. Yeah, so my short on Virgin Galactic is really paying off right now. It is really paying off right now. Virgin Galactic is sitting at $56.9, and it's falling hard at the moment. So look out for that, guys. Look out for that. Coinbase is in the green, looking interesting. One moment. All right. Yeah, I added some more short positions on Virgin Galactic. And I'm also looking at my Tesla positions right now. And they're still looking quite nice. I bought it like 668, 669. One moment. Oh yeah, C3.ai is hitting $65. It is beautiful. Look at that. C3.ai, I think it should go up quite significantly from here. I think the lockup period expiration negative impact that it had, that it was experiencing, is going to be wearing off now. So C3 looking quite nice. PLTR at $27. Tesla sitting at $675. And like I said, the FUD on Tesla, I mean, it's not going to have a big impact. Tesla has some really big catalysts coming up. So I don't know what Ricky said or the best of us investors said. They're going to feel it right now because I don't think Tesla, frankly, is going to drop that much the coming days, the coming weeks. All right, so there we go. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to sell any Tesla. I'm just going to wait until deliveries, right? So I want to see what the Q2 deliveries are. AMC is sitting at 55. It's actually going up right now. Virgin Galactic is going into negative territory right now. It is selling off. Very interesting. Yeah, I made a killing on Virgin Galactic. I shorted at like $60 primarily, right? Like my average was about 59, and been benefiting a lot from that Virgin Galactic short. C3 at 65. We've got Tesla still sitting around the 670s, which is great, right? We've had some pretty negative news, so for it to be staying in the 670s and staying green right now, that is a very positive thing. I think the only reason why Tesla is positive right now is because the Nasdaq is up 0.7%. That's the only reason. Probably. People are saying CCIV. I'm going to take a look at CCIV right now. Yeah, CCIV is up to 26.5. This line is annoying. There we go. 30 minutes. 26.5. It briefly hit the 26.7. Still looking good. Yeah, still looking good. I do think there's more coming. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. If you think this is it, you're super wrong. There's way more coming. But it's not going to be one line. We're going to see corrections over time. It could go back like to fill that gap to 25. But regardless of that, I think we're going to see more and more momentum. It's going to go over $30, and I think probably to the 40s too. But it's going to take time. It's going to take a couple days, a couple weeks for that momentum to just build up, right? Virgin Galactic now below 55. Very, very interesting to see this happen. People are actually buying it at 60. That is crazy. That is so nutty. I just cannot understand why why would you buy Virgin Galactic at that price? It's not like they have any profits or any revenue. They're like burning cash like really, really crazy. What's happening with Nvidia? Somebody said Nvidia. Oh my gosh, look at that. Damn, Nvidia sitting at 785. This is obviously happening because the Nasdaq is green and we have issues with semiconductor supply. So right, that's benefiting them. And also the stock split that is going to be happening next month in July is having a really positive impact. I think Nvidia, as it's going up, is going to be incredible to be shorting. I would say I'm not going to do this right now. I've already done it several times and with success, but I'm going to be waiting until it hits like 800 at this point. If it gets to 800 or 850, right around that range, I'm going to be adding some short positions because I do think it's only going up because of the stock split, right? There's no actual fundamental catalyst why it's going up. It's just like 3% up and then another 4% and another 5% because people are excited about the stock split. Tesla, speaking about excitement, sitting at 678. It's up a percentage point, right? So anybody that's short a Tesla, I am telling you, this is a bad time to be shorting Tesla. I'm just saying, be careful, be very cautious. Be very cautious. There are some really big catalysts coming up for Tesla stock. And wow, my portfolio is taking off right now. No kidding. Gara, how often do you use Elliott wave theory? Do you like it? I don't like it because for somebody to be actually using Elliott waves, like you need to have a lot of expertise, and it's just I like the simple technical analysis tools that are out there. When it gets really complicated, you can have it wrong, I think, more often than right, because it's one, difficult to understand, and two, if you combine it with everything else that's out there, it goes out of whack. And I've actually witnessed several YouTubers try to do this, where they would be like covering all sorts of really complicated patterns, and they would get it wrong almost every time. It's hilarious. So I'm using what works. I have tried Elliott wave theory. It works from time to time, but it's the effort that you put into that versus the outcome. It's just, you're not getting a lot back. What I like to do is like the technical indicators that are simple and are used most often, plus fundamentals. Fundamentals, at the end of the day, fundamentals matter a lot more. A good example is Tesla right now. It's not moving because of a technical pattern. It's moving because it has Q2 deliveries coming up. Although we do see that the MACD is going to cross, so that's a technical pattern that's looking pretty bullish. But this is happening because Q2 deliveries is Friday. People are excited about Tesla, and they want to be part of that rally, and that's what we're currently seeing. I've always said this, like 75 to 80% of trading is just fundamentals, and 20% is like technicals. And that's being generous, right? That's being very generous. Is there an emotional wave theory? I think psychology is really important too. I would say it's very, very important. The popular investor uses Elliott and is spot on months in advance. I'm not sure about that. Well, maybe for investing long-term, Elliott waves can be nice. But then again, what do technicals matter long-term? Fundamentals matter. It's not technicals that matter. It's the fundamentals that matter. That's what really matters long-term. I think technicals are most useful short-term. Well, then again, like it depends on what you define as long-term, right? I'm talking long-term. I'm talking years. I do not think technicals are going to help you at all if you look at years. But if you look at the fundamentals, they will tell you, like, in the next couple of years, the stock market could potentially collapse because of what we're seeing here. And with technicals, it's like the fundamentals will have an impact, an implication on the technicals, right? It's like the chicken before the egg. I think my camera is... Oh, it's actually pretty fine. That's a first. Damn. Yeah, I use technicals all the time. I mean, I think it's just a great help, in the short term. Like I said, it's a trader's market. If you're a trader, if you're swing trading, then technicals are your best friend. Virgin Galactic still coming down 2% right now. AMC sitting at 55.5, still heading up. Tesla still sitting at 682. It looks amazing. The stocks that we cover are all in the positive. Nano Dimension hitting $9, just as expected, in the $9 right now. BNGO heading up right now as we speak too, although it did pull back slightly from the $8. What are we seeing for CCIV? Sitting at 26.4, PLTR at 27, AI at 65. Another great day. Honestly, what a great day. So far, it has been it's been a great day. The Nasdaq is green, the S&P is sideways, value stocks are selling off, the Russell is selling off. I think the small caps that have nothing to do with tech are selling off right now. So tech and growth stocks are overall doing pretty great. The high risk stocks, the high multiple stocks are doing pretty good right now. Crypto, Ethereum still up, Bitcoin slightly down. Cardano also down 1.7%. Yeah, I've been adding to my crypto positions, by the way. If you guys don't know, I've been adding to my Bitcoin, to my Ethereum, to my Cardano. I'm going to be adding as they go down. I want to have a really low average cost for my cryptos, because I do think in the next coming years, we're going to see some proper rallies for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything else. I don't think they're going to go anywhere, right? Like, I don't think they're going to keep on going down. That's not going to be the case. But short term, we're in a bear market for crypto, of course. But I think down the road, we're going to see more and more bullish momentum build up for cryptos as it's becoming mainstream. Blake Anderson coming in with a 2.8 Canadian dollar donation and says, sell me on C3.ai. What can we expect next year? I think next year is going to be the cream and butter of C3. Usually what we see, the kind of pattern that we see for C3.ai, if I can take a look at this. C3 has not been a public company for a long time. It's been a private company for the longest time. But what happens usually, C3 has a year where they focus on... I think what they do is what was it again? There's years where they grow really fast in revenue, and there's years where they're really focusing on innovation. So I think this year is a year where they're focusing on broadening their products and making them better. And then what usually happens, the year and years after that, they see significant growth, because as the quality of their products grow and goes up, their potential customer base goes up, right? So people get interested in their software. And this is one of those years where They're making changes, they're making improvements, they're adding to their marketing budget, and they're going to benefit from that a year and maybe 2 years down the road. We've seen this in the revenue several times where they have a slow growth rate of about 30%, maybe 40%, which is not really slow, but people think it's slow, but whatever. And then after that, it spikes to 70, 80%, and then it slows down again, and just back and forth like that. I think next year is going to be the bread and butter of what they're going to be able to deliver in terms of just asset appreciation. Is going to be wild. So I'm kind of holding for that. I think we could definitely see C3.ai get back to the 200s, quite frankly. This year, I'm hoping to get back to 120, 130, because there's a gap to be filled right there. And I think a 100% increase for a growth stock like C3.ai, for it to go back to about a 12 billion market cap, it's possible. It's not something that's unrealistic. The market is very frothy. I think it's very much possible, and I've been holding C3 for quite a time now. I could have sold at $76 right here. You can see right here, could have sold right there, didn't do it. My average right now is lower than that price. It's sitting at $75, and I will keep on buying in this lower range. I think C3 is going to be hitting 120, 130, so a doubling of my money for this year. And next year, we could probably see it go 3x. So from the current prices, right? Sitting at maybe like a 15 to 18 billion market cap. If the markets remain stable, if we see interest rates remain stable, that's going to be the thesis for C3.ai. AMC is sitting at 57.4. It is starting to move. Look at that. It is bouncing up 6%. I want to check Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic selling off right now, down 3.7%. So might it be that Virgin Galactic is selling off and that money is going to AMC? Maybe. It might be. Very interesting, because I am holding some short positions on Virgin Galactic. One moment. Yeah, Tesla's bouncing really darn nicely. I think I missed a donation here. Albi Pancho came in with a $2 donation. Thank you so much, Albi. Like I said previously, guys, if you want to donate, I would really, really appreciate it if you would use the PayPal link in the live chat and in the description. It's there, because YouTube takes about 50% of those donations, and through PayPal I get pretty much the full amount, and it just really helps the channel out. So keep that in mind. I do accept both. I think I don't mind, but it would greatly support the channel if you would use the PayPal link. Albi Pajo said AAL, American Airlines. Yeah, right now American Airlines should be going down. Of course, when the Dow Jones goes down like that, it's breaking the trend, which is really bearish, right? So I did not expect this at all, for American Airlines to be going down like this. It's down 3.8%. That's quite a significant bit for one day. It's going below the 100-day moving average. Earnings is coming up the 30th of July, and if I take a look at the Fibonacci retracement levels, it's below the support. It's looking really bad. It's not oversold yet, but we're getting pretty darn close to being oversold. Double top, classic. That's very bearish. However, keep in mind, we're seeing a bull flag. And what do I mean by that? Well, look at this. I just drew that quite horribly. I think we should be able to see more movement to the upside. Although we need to figure out where it's actually going to bottom out. It seems like it might actually bottom out around 21, maybe $20. I think with the economy opening up the way it is, with people traveling again and everything, it shouldn't drop much further down. I think 21 to about 20.5, in that range, it would bottom and then rally all the way back to about $22. I'm going to be very conservative here. I want to see what's going to happen with the Dow Jones, because the Dow Jones the past couple of weeks has been very, very negative since CPI has been coming down. The purpose of value stocks is kind of diminishing right now. You know, people were hedging against inflation, afraid that inflation was going to keep on spiking, that yields would keep on going up, which would make it very difficult for the high multiple growth stocks. But we're seeing the opposite right now. One moment, I'm going to quickly check my portfolio here. All right. Still looking quite good. Apple hit 135. Yeah, Apple's going to keep on going up. There's going to be no stopping to that. That train has taken off, and it's going to keep going. Side note, did you move yet? Will you use the Starlink service? I did not move yet, but I'll be moving in about a month. A month from now. Tesla sitting at 685. It looks 684, right? Not 685. But I saw a comment in the live chat saying that. But here it says 684. Maybe didn't update yet, but Neo, look at the Neo. Up 4.5%. That is crazy. It did go down initially, but down. That massive spike right there. I think this will probably keep on going. I don't see Tesla just suddenly. I don't see Tesla just suddenly stop rallying. You know. Let's see if I can buy any stocks for real cheap right here. Might actually add to my short position on Virgin Galactic, because it does look like it's going to come down more than that. Looks pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, I shorted Virgin Galactic at $60, had an average of 59. It's sitting at like 54 at the moment. I think it could pull back probably further. I don't see Virgin Galactic staying at 54. No way. Give me one moment here. $787 on Nvidia. I am waiting for Nvidia to hit a significant level, and I'm gonna start shorting it like crazy. I'm just waiting right now because it looks like it could keep going up right now. Market cap of almost 500 billion, right? It's getting pretty out of hand, but this could keep going. You know, the stock can keep it can stay irrational for a long time. That's for sure. There you go. Tesla pulling back right now. AMC at 57 still. Yeah, it looks like AMC is very bullish at the moment. If I'm looking at the 4 hours, it looks like we're about to see the MACD cross. RSI looking quite nice as well. Although the daily is still looking really botched. Yeah. We'll see. 681.7 on Tesla. Yeah, I think the fact that Tesla's going up like this is it's increasing the bullishness just across the EV sector. NIO's going up like crazy, 5%. Li Auto up 6%. XPeng is up 4.3%. And it's just the start of it. I think XPeng is about to go to the 50s. CCIV, look at that. CCIV about to hit 20, it hit 27. It just hit 27. Wow, it is running. Like, everything is running right now. My gosh. We got a 3.2 euro donation from Cole Robertson, and Cole says, "Can you cover NNOX?" Thank you, Cole. I'll take a look at NNOX in a moment here. Yeah, look at that. Cciv running. Like we said, it's going to keep on running for the merger. It's looking really bullish. Nano. Yeah, this one is, I think we already covered this one. 1.5 billion market cap. It's really difficult to say what's going to happen here, but honestly, it looks like it's going to keep on going with the pace it's going at right now. It's just rally up to this 36, 37, and then maybe come back down again. That would make the most sense at this point. But yeah, it's a smaller market cap. A lot can happen here. You know, given that usually in the first week of a month, especially after a bullish month, we see corrections. So we could see a correction near to that resistance of 35, 36. And then it would also be probably overbought on the RSI, which, you know, kind of indicates that it would correct. Weekly is about to cross. So I would say the momentum for the next coming months is going to be positive. So going to the 40s is what's going to be happening next in the coming months. But we'll see. That's all I can give you on this stock right now. I don't know much about the fundamentals. And you would have to really look at the fundamentals to know where this is really heading. Tesla's about to cross on the weekly chart. Look at that. Looking really, really bullish. Virgin Galactic is still selling off. And what do we have here? AMD, it's at 87. Nvidia at 790. Nvidia just hit a... I think it already hit a market cap of 500 billion. Probably at this point. Let me take a look if I can find this. Nvidia stock. 492.3 billion. Yeah, right. It's getting pretty darn close. We got a $50 donation from Koamat Dang. Thank you so much for that donation. Koamat Dang says, "My PayPal is not working, but great job on shorting Virgin Galactic. Thanks for the recommendation on Discord." It was not a recommendation. I just gave my opinion on stocks, and it worked out pretty good. Thank you so much, Koamat Dang. Do appreciate that a lot. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I get that often, like with people trying to work around their PayPal, but it's fine. It's all right. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Virgin Galactic. That was a great opportunity to short the stock. It was flying really high, and it could actually keep on going down. It could fill the gap to $41. I'm gonna wait until it hits, like, you know, 47, 48, and probably get out when it does hit that level. But yeah, it's a great play. It's still very overbought. Expect more downside on Virgin Galactic. Alright, so Tesla. Oh my, Tesla's going up again. Look at that. Tesla, my boy. Tesla's sitting at 684.5. About to cross the MACD again on the 1 hour. Will it go back to the 690s? That would be insane. That would be really, really insane. Gara, could you please give us a Palantir analysis? I think Palantir's going to hit 27.5-ish and then just drop slightly from there. Just cool off a little bit for the coming days. Unless some really big news comes around. I don't think Palantir's going to jump out of nowhere. Something big has to happen for Palantir at this point. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. Let me check my... What was it? My Coinbase. Yeah, I've got Coinbase. I actually got the Coinbase app, not the stock. I actually have the stock as well, but I'm using the app to buy cryptos. And my cryptos have been kind of flat at the moment. Do you see Cciv drop a couple dollars? Yeah, possibly. I mean, it could drop back to like 25, like easily. Master asks, do you see Master's coming in with a $4 donation and says, do you see a CCIV dip this week to 24 to 25? I mean, it could briefly go back to 25, sure. Why not? If the market goes negative, right? If we see the Nasdaq go down a bit, if we see indices go down a bit, yeah, CCIV is going to go back to this range of 25, fill the gap again, and consolidate. And then when the market is more bullish, we see the reverse happen, which is like something like this, right? So, but yeah, nevertheless, I think over the coming weeks, the bullish momentum is going to remain. We still have a catalyst, big catalyst, and you can't deny that. And the stock could keep on going. If we take a look at where it was on the weekly chart, the MACD is about to cross. So this is the start of it. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I've been saying this a couple times now. There's more coming. We're going to see it go to the 40s. Like, look at this. The way this is going right now, it's going to go like this. Like, straight up. Okay, not to the 50s, but, you know, all the way up. It's going to be a roller coaster. My God. Oh, wow. Tesla, look at that. 686.2. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, so many big YouTubers sold their Tesla stock in the $500 dollar range because they were scared that it was going to drop to the $300. And recently, big YouTubers started shorting Tesla stock at 670. So it's up 2% today. I mean, that must be painful. To be shorting Tesla stock as it's going up. Ugh. That's painful. That must be painful. All right, let's see. Do you see? Tesla is overvalued. The whole market is overvalued. What are you talking about? The whole market is overvalued right now. The whole market is overvalued. Everything, pretty much, almost everything is overvalued right now. So just to say, oh yeah, Tesla's overvalued. Everything, almost everything is overvalued. Maybe some value stocks out there, stocks that are in materials and precious metals. Maybe those are not overvalued yet. But almost everything is in a bubble. And look at that. It just keeps on going up. 686.24. And we've got Virgin Galactic still heading down. AMC sitting at 57. I think that is looking quite peculiar right now on AMC. 687. Is that coming up now? One moment. Yeah, Ricky left the room. Yeah, it's so unfortunate. I did not expect him to short Tesla. I was really surprised when he did that. I was like, what? What is he doing? If you know anything about technicals and fundamentals, you would not do that. Oh well. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, right? I made a big mistake buying too early into C3.ai. That was my biggest mistake. And I'll admit to it. I think it's, you learn the most when you admit to your mistakes. And I'll have to say, I mean, buying C3 at 160 maybe was too early. But we'll see, C3 could go past the all-time high this year if it has some big contracts. But yeah, it's still, I mean, up until now, it seems like it was a mistake to be, to start buying at the 160s. Yeah, Tesla's about to go to the 690s. We're getting really close. Lots of positive momentum. Is the Nasdaq getting overbought? I want to check that out. Is the Nasdaq getting overbought? No, it's not. Not exactly. Not yet. It's getting there, though. It's getting there. What should I buy? Is Bumble looking interesting right now? should be going up, right? 59. Palantir, Apple. Yeah, I'm gonna add a short position on Nvidia. I think Nvidia is going up way too fast. Just a tiny position on Nvidia. And let's see. Yeah, Nvidia is really going up too fast. Should I make it like a large position? Oh, Tesla looking pretty good right now. 688.9. It's coming up right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have a large, about $1,000 short position on Nvidia. I got it at 796. I'll probably keep on adding it to it as it's going up. It's kind of like I'm gonna use that as a hedge. Probably, you know, the markets could drop. You know, when the markets drop, Nvidia's gonna drop, and I'll benefit from that, and I'll put that back into Tesla or something. Workhorse is pumping. What really is Workhorse really pumping right now? I thought it was gonna drop actually, because of the fundamentals looking so bad. It's up 11%. I mean, I don't think it's gonna last. I just don't think so. They would have to really increase their. They would have to really increase their everything. Like that. Right now, it's just they're not really doing a whole lot. It's just saying. Both AMC and Virgin Galactic are down right now. The Russell is down slightly. The Dow Jones is down. We got the Nasdaq that's really up. So it's the Nasdaq that's taking off higher and higher and higher. And looking at the monthly chart, it still looks fine, but it's very overbought still. And this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. I'm just watching my portfolio rise just because of Tesla. Like, I don't want to jinx it, you know, but yeah, what can I say? I mean, it looks like Tesla's just going to keep going up because we've got this big catalyst coming up. Q2 deliveries Friday. Would it make sense for it to correct right now? I don't think so. I think it's probably likely to just keep going up. I mean, there's a gap right there to be filled around 730. And if deliveries are really good, because we did get the news that the production for Q2, right, is completely sold out, which is a very good thing. That could mean that this is a record quarter. And you should keep in mind, usually Q4 is the record quarter that we always get. If Q2 is a record quarter, guess what? Q3 is going to be a record quarter. Q4 is going to be a record quarter. Most likely at that point. Yeah, C3.ai getting really close to hitting 666. This is part of the plan. C3 just went through some significant bearishness because of a lockup period expiration. It looks like it is recovering, and it's recovering fast. Sitting at 65.7. One moment. There we go. Yeah, which stock should I buy right now? Guys, which stock do you think is going to be a good stock to be buying right now? Let me know in the live chat. I need some inspiration. A lot of stocks are already flying high. So it's like, what do you want me to? What can I buy here? You know. I was thinking about maybe buying some BYD, but BYD is also sitting pretty darn high. I think maybe I have to short some stocks, like Nvidia and, you know, Virgin Galactic. Look at that. Neo, Lee, Xpeng, Cciv, like all of them skyrocketing as Tesla's going up. Yeah, I'm out of inspiration. Like I've got a lot of positions right now. I just don't know. Right now, I just can't figure out which position I want to add to because everything is going up right now. Everything. Across the board. I might just add more to my C3 position because C3 is still sitting pretty low. But it's about to be overbought short term. But it's still sitting pretty low though. And the lockup is already past. Yeah, I think I might actually. I think we're going to buy more C3.ai. That's pretty much the cheapest stock that I can find right now. I can't find anything else. Like a cheap stock that can really go up really fast. That would probably be C3.ai right now. I already got Cciv, I already got Xpeng, I already got Tesla, I already got like many of these stocks. One moment. Trying to figure this out. Yeah, I bought some C3.ai. Why the hell not? Let me check CD Projekt, which is also a stock that I used to buy a lot. I'll buy some more of that. So I bought some more of C3.ai and CD Projekt. I think those will do quite well in the coming weeks/months. Happy days holding Tesla and Cciv. Yeah, happy days indeed. Don't expect it to just keep on going up in a line. It could very well, we could see both Tesla and Cciv correct slightly. That is very well possible. Stocks don't just go up like in a straight line. Usually that's not the case. So, just saying. Look at that, Virgin Galactic down 5%. It's down 5%. I think that's just the beginning. I think it's going to go down quite a bit more. Tesla back to 690. It really wants to go back to above 690. That's really cool. If it goes above that 693, I think we could expect it to go above 700 at this point. But it looks like it fails to go above the 690. That's the thing right now. Yeah, my portfolio is going up across the board right now. Crypto, growth stocks, value stock, long-term plays, all of it is going up right now. It's crazy. It's because the Nasdaq is going up like this. It is crazy. It's also because the 10-year is going down. Look at that. 10-year down 2.9%. Gold is undervalued. Let me check gold, actually. Is gold undervalued? 17. And nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's undervalued. You cannot say gold is undervalued. No way. Wish to the moon. Is Wish going up? Really? Is Wish really taking off right now? Oh, wow. It's actually going up. Cool. $15. Yeah, that's my target, right? So around 15.7. $15. AMD at 87. Nvidia. My Nvidia short is actually paying off already. Damn. That's really fast. I like that. That's just fantastic. That is really great. Yeah, I've got a Nvidia short. I shorted at like 796. Planning to hold this one for quite some time. So yeah. There we go. Yeah, Nvidia's just been going up like crazy. Like, how much is it up? Like, just on the stock split news, almost 50%. I mean, Nvidia is not like Tesla. Like, Tesla went up like 60 or 70% on the stock split news, I believe. Yeah, Nvidia is not growing as fast as Tesla, and their growth is going to go down as the chip supply issues are going to be resolved. But yeah, we could definitely see like an irrational rally upwards for Nvidia, of course. Coinbase is pumping up. Yeah, cryptos are actually holding quite good, so that might be the reason. There you go. Coinbase heading up right now. It's hitting our targets. We had an arrow to the 235 resistance, so I can show you on the 1 hour probably. There you go. That's the arrow, and it's right around that price level. Yeah, Ethereum is still holding. Bitcoin is not crashing or anything like that. Short term, so that's pretty good for Coinbase. And of course, the Nasdaq is heading up. That's also good for Coinbase. Virgin Galactic still down 4%. Where is the next resistance for the Nasdaq? I think it's 14,500. I'm wondering right now what is happening with Airbnb. We said it was going to go back to the 160s, right? And it hit 155, 154.5, and it sold off. That is weird. What the hell is happening? It might be that the insiders are still selling. That could be the case. You know, they had a recently they had a lockup period expiration, so yeah, I'm quite bullish on Airbnb. Quite bullish. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna be wrapping up the live stream right here, and it's a little bit shorter than usual. Just a little bit shorter. Yeah, a friend of mine, passed away Sunday, and I'm feeling a little bit down. Just a little bit down. I'm trying to live stream, as much as I can, but I do notice right now my energy is just going down, and so I think I'm gonna wrap up the live stream right now. I will be back. Hopefully, I'll be back. The second live stream, I'll be back in about 3 to 4 hours, and we'll be covering more and more stocks, and I'll probably try to predict where stocks are heading. But yeah, like I said, I'm really going through quite a tough time right now. I got the news on Sunday that a good friend of mine passed away, so hopefully it won't impact the live streams and everything. But yeah, that's if you notice that I'm down a little bit, it's because of that. All right, so yeah, like per usual, hit the like, subscribe. I'll be back soon. Make sure you check out the social media. The Discord community link is down below as well. I'm always in the Discord. You can find me in the Discord. So if you have questions or anything like that, make sure you hit up the Discord. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I want to just do one more checkup of all these stocks out there. I don't think we're seeing any big changes here. Although C3 is going up like a rocket ship. Same for Palantir, by the way. Tesla's below 690. Another great day. Potentially another great week. Although I do think things are going to slow down as we get closer to July. So be very careful there. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donations and the generosity. Appreciate it a lot. I'll try to be online for the second live stream in 3 to about 4 hours. And hopefully I'm going to be able to make that. Make sure you join the Discord. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I'll be posting there very actively. Links are down below in the description. Have an awesome day. I'll be back soon. But for the meantime, good luck with trading. And I'll be seeing you in a couple hours.